Good morning everyone. In previous classes we studied about the conditional statements, the if and the switch and the related programs. We already saw every program in Java is executed either sequentially. Second one, selectively. Or third, iteratively. Already we saw what is sequentially executed. Every statements in the programs are executed in their turn. None of the statements are omitted. In second way, some statements are selected from the list of the entire statements by giving certain condition. For that we used if statement or the switch statements, and we called the if statement as the conditional statement and the switch statement as multiple branching statement. Now we are coming to the third way of executing the program, that is iterative way, or we say looping. Looping, iteration. What is that? When a set of statements are to be executed again and again, unless and until a certain condition is satisfied, unless and until a condition is fulfilled. When we are doing such kind of things again and again, we say that is a loop. We can take one example. Most of you are coming to the school by a cycle. See, when you are starting from your home in the morning, you are sitting on the cycle. That is your starting point. You are from your house. You want to come to the school. What will we do? To move the cycle, we will give one pedal. We are pedaling. Cycle is moving. Then you will definitely see whether we have reached the school or not. If not reached, we will do the action again and again. The pedaling will be continued again and again. Till when? Till you reach the school. And when the goal is finished, when you are reaching the school, we are stopping. We are coming out of the cycle. We are getting down from the cycle. So that kind of an action is considered as looping. A set of statements, a set of actions are repeated again and again unless and until a certain condition is satisfied. That is what is known as looping. In Java, we have three types of loops. We have a for loop, the while loop, as well as the do while loop. These are the three looping statements in Java. Before going to these looping statements, we should study about the components of a loop. The statements which are expected to be there in a loop, we are going to see. We can say they are the elements of the loop. Let's see. First one is initialization. What is that initialization? From the previous example, what I said, you are riding the cycle. The moment you are sitting on the cycle, that is your initialization, the initial point. Okay. Second one is test condition or test expression. What is this test expression? You are testing whether you reach to school. Means in order to stop a certain moment, we are giving this condition, this test expressions. Okay. Then the third one is the updation. If our test expression is not satisfied, if our condition is not fulfilled, we have to do the next action in order to fulfill the goal. We are doing the pedaling again and again, we can say that is updation. Okay, these all things are coming under a loop. Initialization means from where should we start, or from where we started. Condition means to reach the school. Updation means give the pedal again and again, give the bell, apply the brake, and go through the road by following the rules of the traffic. Okay, so these all actions we have to do in order to reach the school. Okay, then fourth one is the body of the loop. Every loop should have a body. What is the body of the loop? The set of the statements which are to be repeated again and again. So these are the elements of the loop. When we have these all elements in a loop, we can say the loop will run perfectly. Okay. Now we will proceed to the simplest loop among all the three loops, the for loop. The for loop has got its syntax, its general form. It is written like this: for initialization. Second one is test expression, test or condition. We can say condition only here because we are familiar with that word, condition. Initialization, condition, and then the third one is updation. See, just now I told you there are four components, four elements for a loop. The first three are written along with the syntax of the for loop. Remember that. The for loop has got initialization, condition and updation as the part of the syntax. Okay, then we will give the body of the loop. The statements which are to be executed along with the loop. Okay, these two curly braces are given there. They are not the part of the loop. Means it is not part of the syntax. It is given here in order to make you understand that the body is enclosed within a block which will be running along with the loop. In the simple way, we can write it as for initialization, condition, updation, and the body of the loop. If only one statement is to be executed, then we can avoid those curly braces. That means this is going to execute only one statement. And when more than one statement is there, that means we have statements, multiple statements are to be executed, then we should go for the curly brace. Okay, as I said, remember once again the important point: the for loop has got initialization, condition and updation as the part of the syntax of the for loop. Okay, now let's go for one example which will tell you why do we need a loop. You will be thinking that why we require require a loop. The example what I am going to write will definitely give you very clear idea why we need a loop. Okay, let's see here. I want to input my name and print 5 times, or 6 times, or 10 times, or 100 times. So what I am doing is just I declare one variable here, then writing the main, creating the scanner class, SOPLN, enter name, S is equal to SC dot next line, that is inputting the name. Suppose I took my name, it is stored here in the variable S. Now I want to print it 5 times or 6 times. So what I have to give is, I am giving SOPLN as the name will be printed as Saju, etc. It will print 6 times. It is repeating 6 times. So for printing 6 times, I had to write the statements 6 times. Now what we are going to do? If you want to print it 10 times, you increase the number of statements. You will give SOPLNS, SOPLNS, etc. 10 times. 100 times we have to write the same thing. The program is becoming as too long. So what we have the advantage when we have the for loop. When we have the for loop, instead of writing it 100 times, we should write it inside the loop and give it only 1 time. The loop will run 100 times and the statement will be printed, so that the size of the program will become as very small. Okay, let's see. Now in order to print the name 100 times, what we are going to do, I will show you in a few minutes. Okay, as I said right now about the for loops, different forms. What is that? The different parts of the for loop: initialization, condition, updation, and the body of the loop. I am going to give you one program which is going to print the numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, so we have the first part of the program. What is that? The class, the declaration. Let us see. We will have the class statement. We are giving int, any variable we can give. But you see, normally I, J, K, etc. are used for the looping. That is universally agreed rule. Okay, I, J, K, etc. are used for the loop control. Okay, anyway, I used I here. Then we have void main. Within that I am going to write the for loops statement, the for loop statement. For I equal to 1. Why? Because I have to print it from 1 to 10. From where should I start? I have to print it from 1 to 10, no? So from where should I start? From 1. Up to where should I go? Up to 10. That is the condition. Where should we stop? Okay. Then what should be done? We should increment the value. The value of the I is incremented. Then what we have to do? I have to print it SOPLN I and the closing brace. This is the for loop for printing the numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, let's see the execution. When the program is starting, it takes the value of I1. That is, I is started with what? Initialization. Immediately after the initialization, it goes to check the condition. What is the value of I1? checking whether 1 is less than 10. The condition is true. 1 is less than 10. Coming to the body, I is printed. What is that? 1. It goes for the updation. I is incremented. What was the value of I? 1. 1 is incremented to 2. Once it is incremented, it will check again the condition. Because I said, once we give the pedal, we should see whether we have reached the spool or not. So we are giving the test expression once again. I became 2 less than 10 or not. Since 2 is less than 10, again we will come to that body. When that condition is true, we will remain 2 is less than 10. We are coming inside the body. SOPLN 2 printed. I goes to 3. 3 less than 10 true. Printing 3. This will go on. Suppose we reach with a value 8. 8 less than 10. 8 printed. Goes 8 to 9. 8 is becoming as 9. 9 less than 10. Condition is true. SOPL 9. 9 printed. 9 became 10. 10 less than 10 is false. But 10 equal to 10 is still true. Printing 10. I became 11. Checking whether 11 is less than 10. False. 11 is equal to 10. False. So what will happen? When this condition is getting false, we will come out of the loop. As we saw, a set of statements are executed repeatedly unless and until a condition is satisfied. So our condition is over. We wanted to go from 1 to 10. It is done here. When this condition becomes false, we will be coming out of the loop. That is what is the form. Okay, now we had a previous question. We wanted to print the name 10 times or 100 times. What modification should I do here? Just to make this 10 as 100 and give this SOPL and I as my name, the S variable. So when I is 1, first time it will print my name. When I is 2, 2 is still less than 100, it will print my name. Then I became 3, 4, 5. Every time my name is printed. That means these all 100 lines need not be repeated. We should go for one simple formula. I hope you understood the requirement of a loop. When we are using a loop, a set of statements can be repeated again and again as long as the given condition is fulfilled or unless and until the condition is getting false. Okay, in the coming class I will come with more programs. Till then,